I remember just being in the studio, enjoying the sessions. Yeah, that was one of the first moments that I was like, yeah, man, I'm like ready to take this shit. Being on stage and just having the crowd react when I dance or anything, like that feeling as well, like made me say, like, bro, I could do this. This is what I like. Grew up as a kid, like imagining, like, oh, Michael Jackson or something like that. That was so cool.
You know what? We gonna, we about to take off. Yeah, you know what? We about to take off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Before We Take Off. And as always, I am your host, Mufaro. And today, I'm joined by a true superstar in every shape and form that you can say that word. Craig Isto is a Zimbabwean-born, Brisbane-based artist carving out his own lane through Afrobeat, hip-hop, R&B-infused sounds with tracks like Jojo, Can't Get Enough, My Darling, Kakane. Craig's music carries rhythm, melody, and movement and is just a pure vibe. Craig, my bro, welcome to the Launchpad.
What an intro. Love it.
I appreciate you taking the time, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's been going on in Craig's world these days?
Man, honestly, just working.
Yeah.
The work don't stop,
It don't stop, man. It don't. And like, you're very busy. You're very busy. Now, I do want to ask this question before I forget, before it skips my mind. What happened to the name Lil Tygga?
What happened to just a rebrand, man? Like, to be honest, like I felt like every time you search Lil Tygga, like Tygga would be there at the top of the search bar. So that pissed me off. But that name too, like, it was just not gonna get me that far, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah.
Like, but it was just like a nickname. So when I started music, I didn't know what I was gonna call myself,
Right.
So I went with, what I was known as, kind of that's why I did that. But yeah, I want to take music more serious. So like, I just like, that's not a good look if I stick with Lil Tygga.
Okay,
So
I hear that.
That's why I did the whole rebrand. But yeah, man, that was
And
really.
It makes sense, bro. It makes sense. You kind of want to carve your own lane, and that's definitely something that you do very well, bro. But hey, tell us the story from the beginning. Who is Craig? What's your story?
Man, Craig. Hey, what's my story, man? I'll take you back in Zimbabwe, man.
Yeah.
How like this music thing and what's me, what these days, like, how everything happened. So back home, like I used to have this CD of Asha called Rhythm City, and the way he choreographed everything in that, I used to copy on TV. And I also had a CD of MJ, and I used to just be like watching and mimicking them like as a kid growing up. So I really loved to dance, so I grew up my whole life just dancing.
Yeah, because that's it.
Yeah.
I remember you were a dancer. You still are, but like, that's how I came to know you. You were a dancer. Yeah.
Yeah. I just grew up dancing, but I always wanted to make music pretty much, like, because I wanted to be like Michael Jackson, like Chris Brown, like Asha, like sing and dance at the same time. I found that so cool,
Yeah.
But eventually, like, I guess, like, just my path aligned with music. Like, when I came to Australia, I took dance seriously, but I was like, let me give music a shot as well. It's always what I wanted to do anyways. Let me see if I can make it happen. And then eventually I fell in love with the process of just making music. It was fun, and it was something that I couldn't go away from, so I continued. I just sticked with it, So that just brings me it's just like a short version of how,
And how old were you when you moved from Zim to Australia?
I just turned 14.
Just turned 14.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting age to move country. Like, how did you find that?
Oh, bro, it was so weird, bro. It was really weird. Like, culture shock too. It was just, Yeah, man, like not speaking English well, as well, like, and then going to school straight after, like
Yeah.
being here like 2 months or something. It was
Yeah.
really like, but it made me like, like just catch on quickly, I guess. Like, but
Do you remember like I don't know, like when was I guess your first realization of okay, I'm in a different place, like things different here.
man, I think it hit me when I was in school and I was just like looking at every kids like I'm like holy smokes, I'm in a different because like you just came from being in school in Zimbabwe, like it's what you used to your whole life, and
Yeah.
then now you just walk in like a different school and then you just seeing different, everything is different,
It's
from
wild.
the yeah, from the books, everything, like it's just different. So
Now,
yeah, I
I've
remember
always had
just
this like I've always had this feeling like the education system in Australia was a little bit different to Zim, and like I
definitely,
came here much younger than you were, so like
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
curious, like how did you find I guess education in Zim versus education here?
Here it was a bit laid back, bro. I can't lie. I loved it
Yeah.
here because it was so laid back. Um, Zim is tough, bro. Because they used to beat us, right? You know,
You know,
uh,
people don't believe that when I say
they
like, man,
don't.
teachers would beat you, would beat your ass.
See, yeah, so that's why I remember being excited about that because that's one thing I heard. I was like, oh, bro, overseas, like they don't beat kids in school. I'm like, say what? I've been like in Zim this whole time when I could have been in Australia, like cooling, man. Yeah, that was one thing I was excited about. I was like,
Yeah.
fine, no more S whoopings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of class. That's crazy.
But yeah, man. Yeah, school in Zim, man.
So,
It's the education system. I feel like it was. Is it like Zimbabwe? I think is a bit ahead, but like
mm,
like I guess like the curriculum is different and everything is different. Cause I realize in history we learn about Zim history. We don't really tap in much more other than Zim history.
mm,
Cause we were learning about Chala Zulu, the wars, but then like I realized when I came here, I really didn't know much about world wars, because
yeah,
they
yeah.
they really didn't tap in that much to world wars in Zimbabwe.
Mm,
So that was the really difference about the education.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah,
do you
man.
remember like I guess coming back to the music thing, like do you remember the moment that you sort of like fell in love with music that you were like, yeah, this is my pathway, and like what was that like?
I remember just being in the studio, enjoying the sessions, whether it would be like the whole gang is in the studio,
Yeah.
and then we're just cooking, because I remember there was a time in COVID we would be just cooking up at Liam's studio. Shout out to Leo, and it would be me, Baby Prince, and a whole lot of people just like cooking up, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, this like I don't feel like I'm working, but I know it's working. But it's just amazing. Like I would do this for my whole life, no
Yeah.
problem. So yeah, that was one of the first moments that I was like, yeah, man, I'm like ready to take this shit. And like being on stage and just having the crowd react the way that I like when I dance or anything, like that feeling as well, like made me say
Yeah.
like, bro, I could do this. This is what I like grew up as a kid, like imagining, like Michael Jackson or something like that. That was so cool. So I guess, yeah, man, those moments, like, especially that studio moment, because I know the work that goes behind like creating music. Sometimes you might be drained, but the feeling of still wanting to do it is just, yeah,
Mm,
it's always there. So
yeah.
I
I
love that
totally
about it.
understand that because like I think sometimes people only hear the music when it's out, right? But like they don't
Yeah,
see the whether it's been months for some of us, it's years that go into, recording, writing, and producing a song. So like, yeah, it's definitely one of
Yeah,
those things where you're just in it and you gotta
100%.
be in it 100%.
100%, bro. You can't give it your 80. I think you have to be in there 100%.
Yeah. So
For
having come here, I guess at an age where you are conscious enough to sort of understand the Zim culture and then
mm,
also like kind of being thrust into the Australian culture, like, do you think
yeah,
any of that has kind of shaped the music you do today or shaped who you are today?
definitely. Yeah. I think it's definitely shaped me as a whole. Like Afrobeats has always been like a Nigerian thing, and me like being exposed to so many different cultures here in Australia. Like I never like knew about some cultures that I know now. You know what I mean? And I guess it's like shaped like having Nigerian friends that like speak like pidgin English, and sometimes I put that in my songs as well, and then I try to mix it with Ndebele as well. So it's
Yeah.
definitely shaped like my music and who I am as a person. Being exposed into so many different cultures that I never knew existed, when I
Yeah.
was in the yeah, it's definitely like made who I am. And I really appreciate that because I think if I was in Zim, there's so much more I could have missed out on. So,
Mm. 'Cause yeah, I
yeah,
definitely think is what I appreciate about your sound and like your music is like, like I said in the intro, like it's you got a mix of Afrobeat, you got some hip hop elements, you got some R&B
mm,
elements in there. Like,
yeah,
do you think crossing all of those elements was sort of intentional, or was it just naturally because of like, growing up
yeah.
idolizing Michaels and Ushers and then yeah.
Definitely, bro. That is something that came naturally because I never really tried to like, oh, let me try mix this and mix this and mix this. It just came naturally. I think, yeah, like you're right. From being exposed to and idolizing Michael, Usher, Chris Brown, and listening to Wizkid at the same time,
Yeah.
Davido, Burna Boy, and then you have, Kwaito music, Amapiano as well
Yeah.
from all that, like, yeah, definitely shaped my sound to what it is now, like R&B fusion of this.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm glad it came naturally too. Like otherwise, it would sound forced in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
And so,
man.
like, when you think of like your earlier songs, like your first songs when you're beginning out,
Yeah,
to like compared to what you're like, what you're making now, like how do you describe that evolution?
the evolution. Shit, man. Like I remember the time, because the time I came here, actually, like in Australia. Like I was deeply into Young Money, Cash Money, hence why I called myself Lil Tygga at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I was heavily influenced with Young Money, Cash Money. Oh my goodness! So that's what really influenced my music from the beginning to try like and like embody Lil Tygga. That's
Mm,
why I did like kind of the trap sound and hip hop
mm,
sound, R&B kind of sound at the start. But when I really started, like I was making both. I just never released like the Afro song because I never really like. I thought like the timing of it was not there yet when I was
mm,
making it, and I was more comfortable like making hip hop because I was listening to that the most. Even though like sometimes I would listen to Afrobeats, mostly I was listening to Young Money. That's why I call myself Lil Tygga and all that. And yeah, man, from that transition to my sound now, that space and time, I was just like hip hop is something I did it because I thought it was cool.
mm.
Like since I was already listening to Young Money, Cash Money, and inspired by them and Tyga and all that.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So from there, I was like, nah, like it's not me, like, cause every time I'm making a song, it doesn't feel genuine, And with Afrobeats, it was so much easier because like I was just flowing, like writing love songs, which feel more genuine, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
And yeah, and that was the easier route for me. Like I felt like, and like I enjoyed making love songs and songs that you can dance to. Because since I was dancing, like you can dance to hip hop songs, but on stage, like me, I felt like dancing like Afrobeat. So
yeah.
like yeah, that's why I transitioned to that sound and sort of like made the sound that I have now, pretty much.
And would you say like you found your sound now, or are you still kind of discovering it?
I'm still discovering it, I like to say, because I like playing with songs as well. So
Yeah.
like beats, especially like when I hear different beat, like I like to see what my voice can do, because I like to play with auto tune as well.
Yeah.
Funny, but yeah, like I'll do a high pitch, take it to a low. I like doing that. So I wouldn't say I found my sound, but I have a direction now, like where I would take it if I was to take it further than
Mhm.
what it is now. But the goal is always to keep improving, and you never know what will ginger a spirit, like
Yeah, yeah,
later.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And like
yeah, man.
being being an Afrobeats artist in
Yeah.
let's start with Brisbane first of all. Like paint a picture of the Brisbane music landscape and what it's like for you being, because there are many Afrobeats artists coming out of Brisbane, and like you've
Nah.
definitely done a special thing in the sense of, you've been able to reach international levels, and like your streaming numbers are fantastic, and you've been
Yeah.
on these great shows. So like tell me, like what's been your observation of the Brisbane music scene, and how have you sort of navigated your way around it?
The music scene here, like, there's a lot of talented artists, but I feel like it's just like there's a separation between like every artist. Some people like do their own thing and other people do their own thing. It's kind of like that. But the way I've done it, honestly, is just building relationships and trying to work with whoever I'm able to work with, within the city. And in terms of shows, like there's barely artists coming in here. But honestly, like everyone's been telling me to get out, but I don't know. Like I like Brisbane, and I would like to see it grow.
Mm,
But in this space and time, like right now, like I feel like it's still, like it's still not moving, no matter
yeah,
what talent it has. But I hope like they start to see and invest in also like Afro shows,
yeah,
especially Afro shows. We don't get much here at all. Like every big artist will either like do Melbourne, Perth, and Sydney, and then that's it.
yeah,
And they're not putting on really like local artists as well to kind of like help boost the economy like here as well.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, because I
yeah,
find
so
like Australia in general already has, I don't know, it already has a problem with the music industry and like local
yeah,
shows, and like, especially like in Brisbane post pandemic, so
yeah,
many like venues have closed down. And
definitely,
you're right in the sense of like, a lot of these international artists have been coming, but they only do essentially Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, maybe go out
mm,
to New Zealand. Brisbane often
yeah,
is skip.
yeah,
But yeah, like it's really interesting because I think, yeah, already with the problem of Australia, or even like just Australians not really having much of a community for artists. Add
yeah,
in the fact that you're African,
definitely,
like add in the fact
yeah,
that add in the fact that
definitely.
that you're a black man trying to make it in a white man's
Make it,
world.
yeah, 100%,
Like
100%, bro. Yeah.
how do you kind of navigate that? And like, because I'm sure, like, you said people try to tell you to get out. Like, how do you sort
Yeah.
of weave through that and deal with all of that?
I guess yeah, like honestly, just work hard and this thing is all it's luck as well. Like it's never like a thing of like you have talent. I've seen many talented people like not get out there like, and I wish like I'm like damn I can't do anything as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man, I guess like it's just luck. I'll say just keep working and hope like music finds its people outside because I realized that if you're popping outside, Australia starts to kind of accept you as well
yeah.
because
And they're
they
trying to
will
claim
show
you.
love. Yeah, they will show love to like someone like Drake that comes here, show love to every American artist that comes here. Oh, like these other big Nigerian artists and you know, all over the world. And then like for local artists, like they wouldn't really care much about it until like you're doing a world tour
Yeah, yeah,
outside,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, he's Australian." I don't know. I hope it changes. Like I
Yeah.
hope it changes because I do like this place. I feel like it can change. It's
And
just a
even like,
matter of time.
even when you compare it to,
Yeah,
you compare it to places like America, places like the UK, like local artists
yeah,
there
yeah.
selling out shows
Selling
very
out
easily,
shows
like their
for
communities right
sure.
behind them.
It's
So like, yeah, I
100%.
you're right. I hope it does change and I hope it kind of does get that support and that backing here.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot
So,
of
go
talent
ahead.
here as well. Yeah, nah, as I was saying, like, there's a lot of talent here
Yeah, there is
for sure.
so much, so much.
So,
I wanna tap into your creative process. You've had you've had some great hits, man. You've got a few million streams on Spotify, plenty of playlists.
yeah.
Like, tell me like what writing a song is like for you. How do you go about formulating a hit?
I usually like just listen to beats and one that catches me, I start like melodizing, just finding a flow. And once I catch it, I'm not really much of a writer. I'm much of like a punch in. So I'll be punching in. So I'll be just melodizing, punching in every two lines or something, and just freestyling from my head kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's how I really do it. Like there's not much to it. I just get in, get in there, straight to the beat. If it catches me, I'm
Yeah.
in there just melodizing and going through it until it's done. And then there's a
Yeah.
song.
Well, because I mean, like, writing the song and creating the song is one thing,
Mm,
but for it to then get, you know, the traction and everything that it does,
yeah.
when your music starts to connect with people at that level, like,
Mm,
what does that feel like, and does it change how you see yourself as an artist?
man, it feels so good. It feels like all your late nights in the studios are paying off,
Yeah.
like doesn't it? Like it feels really great, man. I can't even explain it. And makes you work harder, in my opinion. Like, cause you want more. Like now I want more millions, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So your drive it goes up.
You're right in terms of it is that drive. It makes it all feel worth it, right? It makes it all feel like it was worth something. And then, further to that, like touring, like what you've been on a lot of the last time I saw you, you were on a 4 city tour with Jay Will.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Jay will shout out Jay, man. And that was my
Yeah.
first tour.
Yeah, I was
That was
gonna
my
say, like,
first
what
tour.
what was it like experiencing your first tour, and it's a multi-city tour as well. Like, it's not like you only did a couple
Yeah,
cities, like you did a few stops.
yeah, the few stops, yeah, man. It was amazing overall, I can't lie. Like, and being like always being with Jay, along the road, it was just giving me game as well. So it was such a great experience, you know. Now I know what to expect when my own does come, you know, or if
Yeah.
I do it anymore. But overall, man, it's such a great experience connecting with people that never heard my music before and going to the cities that I've never played my music and seeing something like a reaction and inspired me to keep pushing, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I wanna tap into that. What is that feeling like, seeing people connect with your music in real time?
yeah, oh, man, it's surprising. It
Yeah.
surprises you. It catches you off guard, you know. Like, cause you walk in that stage, you don't know what to expect, you know, like what energy you get. But
Yeah.
if you, when you see it, get the energy that you know, expected and you wanted from the crowd, like it
Yeah.
changes you hard. Like it just like makes your spirits high, man. I can't can't lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And it makes you want more of that as well. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
which is
like,
a great thing.
you itchy for the tour life?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Besides like the schedule, the
Yeah.
schedule,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing that I had problem with. But I feel like the
Yeah,
more I do it, the more I'll be able to manage it better.
for sure.
It's
And I mean, it's one of
it
those
was
things, like,
hard.
the more you do it, you just gotta cut your teeth doing it, right? So, like, you
Mm,
just gotta
yeah,
get on the train.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And just keep going.
Yeah. And
Yes,
so
sir.
I see you're in the studio right now. You're dialing in from the studio.
Yes, sir.
What are you working on? What's coming up?
Man, I'm trying to finish this EP. So I got a EP, 5 song coming out. I've already dropped one with Shy single. That's gonna be on the EP as well.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I'm just really working, trying to finish this EP, submit it. Hopefully, you guys will be hearing soon. Soon,
let's
very
go.
soon. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited this one. Like, I went on a different sound testing something, so
Okay, we testing a little
yeah.
something new. Okay.
Yeah, something new, you know, it's not the usual.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm really excited. Like, it's the exciting part about dropping something that you've sort of been trying.
Trying to work on, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, so I'm really excited to drop it. We'll see how it go, but hopefully
So
soon.
yeah. And so, like, when it comes to dropping music, obviously the biggest dream, a lot of artists, me myself included, like, we want streams, we want the listens, we want everyone
Yeah,
paying, like,
of
but
course.
sometimes the alongside that comes, like, a little bit of attention, whether it's from the industry, whether it's from fans, whether it's from the
Yeah,
ladies, like,
yeah,
how
100%.
how do you kinda handle that momentum as it's starting to kinda grow for you? Kind
Momentum.
of like, having all this attention on you and kind of people starting to recognize you, or you're starting to kinda be in demand. Like, how do you kinda
Mm.
handle, the fact that you're on the rise right now?
Um, I mean, you just have to stay true to yourself. I've been just trying to stay the same and, you know, stay humble and
Yeah,
just like lock in, you know, because I see it happening, but like now it's a time where like I'm just more just observing and just trying to get like the right thing, like, you
yeah,
know, like, because with that, it comes with a lot of like, you know, it comes
yeah,
with a lot of, yeah, but you have to try just to stay humble and, you know, and be yourself, you know, stay
yeah.
true to who you are, like never change because, you know,
And
You found it.
how do you feel like you kind of balance making music or creating projects that do feel true to yourself versus maybe making something that, can potentially reach more people or give you more fame or more clout?
Yeah. Like I mean, like when I'm creating, like the the music that comes out, like it flows, cause like I said, I don't write. So, cause I find when I'm writing, I might try to copy something.
Yeah.
You get what I mean. So, like I try to just stay away from writing as opposed to just like you know just freestyling.
Yeah. Yeah. And kind of just make
Yeah.
that natural kind of vibe and flow to it,
Yeah,
right?
100%, man,
Mm.
100%, 100%. But
So with
like,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm just saying like, but yeah, when you're making something like that's popping, it feels forced too. Like, it never feels, you know, feels like you're trying, like some or people who have already heard it already, people want to hear something new. That's what I've realized, and they love it when they hear something new because it hits something they've never felt it before, you know. So yeah,
With
man.
with that in mind, like, are there any songs that, maybe mean a little bit more to you than others? Like, what are Craig Isto's top 5 in your own catalog?
Come on, kind of snap. I like Joy. Joy. That's one meaningful song that I made. It's really lovey. And then Worth It with Curtis. That song was nice too. And what's the next one? Top five. Damn, I never really think about this. Oh, top five. I like Ganglani.
Yeah, that's a
Man,
hit.
Feeling Me. That's another one. What's the
Yeah.
last one? Top five. The last one hasn't dropped. Hasn't dropped.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what hasn't dropped.
Yo, that's cool. You one of your favorite
Yeah,
songs, we haven't heard it. So yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited to hear them. I think one
Yeah.
of my favorite songs of yours, can't remember what it's called. It's losing my head. But it's like, "Girl, the way that you want to, can you do this?"
Coast to coast.
I
Yeah.
think I think that's the first song I ever saw you perform live. I think we were opening for
Ah,
who were we opening for? Who did we open for a couple years ago? We opened for Omale.
yeah, Annalie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think
Thanks.
I think Coast to Coast was probably the first time it was the first time I saw you live. I'd obviously heard your stuff, but it was the first time I saw you live, and I was like, "Man, this one is a vibe."
Yeah, I remember that was one of the first Afrobeat songs I made too. That was
Yeah,
ages ago. Crazy,
yeah.
crazy.
Nah, man, it's a complete vibe. It's a complete
Appreciate you, bro.
Now I think something that a lot of people don't, whether it's they don't recognize it or they don't want to acknowledge this, is like, being in the music industry, it's a business. And especially
Right.
when you're an independent artist,
And yeah,
like, what have you sort of learned about the business side of the music industry?
man, I've been learning a lot. Hey, like, I remember 2021. I was like watching documentaries about music business and
Yeah.
all that. And that taught me a lot. I still do it till this day, like, cause the music industry is always changing. That's one thing
Yeah.
I was learning for sure. It's always changing. The same thing that worked like 2 years ago, it won't work today.
Well, yeah.
It's yeah, like it's content driven these days. So music industry is always something that's always changing. It's good to always keep in mind of those things of learning and researching yourself so that you can, maneuver better as an
Yeah.
independent artist, especially, you know, it's not easy. You have to be manager, you have to be content creator, you
Yeah.
have to be model, you have to be video
Yeah.
editor at times, man. So yeah, just soak in all the knowledge you can to sort of help yourself like maneuver through it. That's the best thing to do, and that's what I've learned as an independent artist in this
Yeah.
age.
And
Yeah,
is there like anything, any moment earlier in your career that was like a real deep lesson, like something that you were like, "Oh, I never wanna go through this thing again," or "I need to learn from this moment."
trusting people with your music, especially if like it's a finished song, and yeah, like and hard drives, always change hard drives. Oh my goodness. The hard drive is the most painful one because everything is
Yeah.
gone. Like I think that's happened to me 3 times.
Damn.
Well, I've lost my music, everything three
Damn.
times. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It is. It is.
But yeah, educate yourself, with music and just don't trust anyone, every producer as well. Like always, read people, because in this industry, not everyone is genuine,
Mm,
not everyone is
yeah.
genuine, so you have to be careful and keep in mind of those things.
Yeah, because you definitely find like, people just wanna use you to get ahead or kinda just like,
Yeah,
hitch onto your wagon and kinda ride your wave a little bit. So like, yeah, I hear that.
yeah, 100%, man, 100%.
So I know the EP's coming out,
Yo,
but when you think of, where your career has been to where,
mhm.
you wanna go, like what does what does the next 5 years look like for you?
Ooh, next 5 years. So I wanna do definitely a Europe tour, get out of Australia for a little bit and go network outside. Lay is one place I wanna go. I wanna go to London as well, work with cause Afrobeat is really in London.
Huge, huge in the
Yeah, it's
UK, yeah.
huge. So I'm trying to go there and work on music and just like experience wherever my music is popping, try to network, do shows there, and yeah, keep working outside of
Mm,
Australia and see how far we can get.
yeah, man.
And yeah, and world tour,
Let's
African
go.
tour, you know, I want it all.
Of course, man.
I
Of
want it
course.
all.
And I think, like, again, like, I'll say this until the cows come home, man. You're easily, one of Australia's biggest Afrobeats artists. So, like,
Appreciate it,
I can
bro.
absolutely see that happening for you. Whatever you want, bro.
Yeah.
The world is yours.
Bless you, bro. I appreciate that so much. You ginger me for sure.
Now, I do feel like I ask every musician this question only because I know it's something that we all go through. So for those
Yep.
who are frequent listeners of the podcast, sorry if you feel like I asked the same question. But has there ever been a time where you felt like this music thing ain't for me and like you wanted to just give it
Mm,
all up? And like, yeah, what was that time like and how did you kind of get back in mindset?
Basically, like after COVID, like I saw those the people I used to record with and do everything with really like they kind of like just distance themselves. I don't know what really happened. And from that time, I was just like, man, I don't know a place to record. I don't know anything. And everyone's just kind of like just distancing themselves from me. Like, what do I do? And I like maybe I should just like let it go and just continue my life as well.
Yeah.
Like maybe it was just a wave, but I ended up finding a way. Like I couldn't not make music, you know.
Yeah.
It was like a itching, you know. I was
It's
like
addictive.
itching for yeah, it was itching first, so I started like downloading Logic and buying equipment to record at
Yeah.
home. And that's how it really grew because I started learning everything, how to mix and how to master and all this.
Yeah.
And all that from home and YouTube. Yeah, that was the only point where I ever thought about giving up, like, and just letting go. But I'm glad like nothing major ever happened where like I would have like give it all up. But
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the only moment. And from there, it's always been easier having my mic across from my bedroom, you know, when I'm sleeping, you know. I can just get up and record anytime. Over the years, like it became like a routine. It's
Mhm.
something that I couldn't just let it go and stop, you know.
And what do you want people to, or how do you want people to feel when they listen to your music?
Feel good. Feel
Yeah.
good. I want people to dance. Have fun, you know.
Yeah.
Life's too short, you know, you must enjoy yourself. So, yeah, man, me, I love dancing. So, if you love my music, you know, I want you to dance, have fun, feel good, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
forget about your worries for that moment, you know,
Yeah,
and
man.
just enjoy yourself. Yeah.
That's it. And
Yeah.
the vibes are always correct when it comes to your sound, bro. So like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
hear
love
that.
it.
Craig, man, I appreciate you taking time out of the studio to hang with us and speak with us today, man.
No.
I'm gonna let you go soon, but before
Yep.
I do, we have our 3 signature questions. It's rapid fire. Don't even think about it. Just whatever the first answer is that comes to your head, man. Are you ready for this?
Shit, okay, sweet. Let's go.
They're
Here
super
we go.
easy, I promise you. All right. The first one. The first
Mm.
one is, what is something you would do again?
Uh, the night went blank. Go kart it.
Go-karting?
Yes,
I
yes.
bet, bet.
That's
A
the
little
first thing that came, you know, little
first thing
late,
that came to
but
your mind.
yeah, because my mind went ooh. So that's the first thing that came
Nah,
that I
that's
want to
fair.
do. So yeah,
On the flip side, what is one thing you would never do again?
I'm slow. Hold on. It's not that I'm thinking. I'm trying to see what I'll not do. Hold on, dude. Man, I don't know. Hey, like I don't. I think I don't do life, man.
Okay,
Like I don't know. I don't know what I would not do again.
that's fair. I mean, and
Mm. Yeah,
sometimes you just gotta have those things, you know? No
yeah.
regrets.
No regrets. You know? I think I would not do. Yeah, man.
That's
I
fair.
can't think of anything. I can't.
Alright, cool. We're gonna plead the 5th
Please,
on plead the 5th on that one. Alright
okay.
then, the last question is, what is one piece of advice you wish someone gave you at the start of your journey?
Ooh, learn, learn as much as you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
learn,
just soak it
just
up.
learn, soak it up. Cause I remember being young and I had a chance to learn a piano, you know, but
Yeah.
it's sort of like just, you know, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
now I'm like, man, if you if you
You
just picked it up and just, you know, just for 1 year, you know something now,
Yeah,
you know where to start. Now you have to start fresh, you know. That's one thing I'll say. Just
yeah,
have skills, you know, like whether you can play guitar, just learn it, you know. You never know when you might need it, like later in life.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Craig Isto, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you again
Nah,
for I know I interrupted your studio time tonight, so I appreciate you taking a
nah,
bit
it's
of
so
time
good. It's all good, brother.
Let the people know where they can find you. Let them know what it is and where it is.
Yes, sir. So on YouTube, it's Craig Isto, Craig Isto, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything, and also on Instagram, same thing, Craig Isto. You'll find me there.
And as
Thank you,
always,
guys.
we drop the information in the description, so make sure you go check it out. But hey,
For
ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Before We Take Off. I'm Mufaro. This is Craig Isto, and as always, y'all are very beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. Craig, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Rod.
You know what? We gonna, we about to take off. Yeah, you know what? We about to, we about to take off.